Yo, what is up? Today we're going to be talking about the time where I got caught sneaking out and I actually almost got arrested. So basically, we're just going to get right into it. So, um, basically, I do the same thing. Like, I don't really sneak out like that anymore. I don't really sneak out at all anymore. Like, after I actually got arrested for it. Like, yeah, like when I didn't get arrested this time. This is the video I was talking about in the last video. This happened a week before like my last video. Not This took place a week before like what occurred in my last video. So basically, um I wanted to hang out with my girlfriend at the time and she lived like right next to this park and we were just gonna decide, we were gonna go to this park and it was just gonna be a grand old time. So I I do the same thing every time. Like when I used to sneak out, I would basically I would go I would go out my door, down my stairs. I have to be quiet, like super quiet, and then I'd have to open my garage door, which is really like creaky. But here's a tip for when you're sneaking out: if you have a creaky door, just like open the handle, push it in, like push the door in like a little bit, and then just yank that shit. Pull it as hard as you can, but don't like let go of it and let it hit like a wall or anything. Just make sure it doesn't do that. And since I have like basically, I would take my shoes and carry them, um, and then I would I would get my bike, I'd push it until I was outside. I'd throw my shoes on, and then I have a rocky driveway, so like I couldn't ride my bike down my driveway, so I cut through this like little patch of like trees and leaves, and the leaves were loud as fuck. I don't know how I never got caught like in the act, but basically I was like coming out from there, and then I would just go through my neighbor's driveway, and then I'd just be off. So I went to I went to the park. I met up with her. We were all just because there were a few more than just it wasn't just me and her. It was me, her brothers, their friends. There was just a bunch of people, and I remember like there was somebody there, and he had like a really strong cart, and I did not like know how strong it was until I decided, you know what, I'm gonna hit this shit. So I asked him if I could tap it real quick. He said yeah. I took maybe about like a 7, 8 second hit. Wasn't quite a blinker, but basically it like it got me right. It got me right. I almost immediately, like a few, like it's like I'd say about a minute later, I was already smacked, and I was just sitting there, like fried out of my mind. My FOV, like it looked like somebody just turned my FOV all the way up, and just a few minutes later, I hear this huge crash noise, and then it's like they were being fucking dumbasses. Honestly, I don't know how we didn't get caught. Like they apparently they took like a huge they all like picked up a metal pole because I wasn't over there for this, but and then they just dropped it on, I don't know if it was like a shed or something. I have no idea what they did, but it made this huge noise. I remember they were all like, "Oh, we're on some dumb shit tonight." I'm like, "Oh my fucking god!" And then basically, uh, like after a while, like there was like a cop at like the Wawa, which is like right next to this park, and I like we were all just like shitting bricks, so we all went into the because I guess the cop was like probably looking for us because it was like circling around, and it was just going all around. But like so like we went into the woods that are right there, and like these are like you cannot see like shit from the street like into these woods. So basically, we just booked it. We were hiding in these like we were hiding in the like woods. And we went deep into the woods so that way like we couldn't be seen. This whole time, dude, I'm fried out of my mind. And every couple minutes all we hear is cop. Like somebody would yell if they saw a cop. They wouldn't like yell super loud, but they would just yell loud enough so we can hear. Because it kept circling. I remember this went on for fucking forever, and we just I remember it was I just remember how scared I was and just how fried I was. And then after this, I still had to ride home. So like after a little while, it was like the cop like yeah, I guess he went away, but I was still smacked after a few hours. And I remember I hopped on my bike and I rode home, and I got in the house. Everything was well. But the thing is, to get my bike, I had to move like my dad's bike because my normal bike had a flat tire, and basically the so because I have two bikes, one's my old one, so I rode that one, and that one was really tiny. Sorry about that one. My microphone died. So, anyways, like the green bike I had, it was tiny and it like didn't fit anymore. But anyways, I had to like put it where my father's like I had to put all the bikes back to like I did not do that. Let me tell you, I put it away all sloppy and crooked behind. I try my best to put it like where it goes, and I thought I was like, okay, that should be good, and like, oh my god, dude, it was so bad, dude. I was so fried that forgot to put my dad's bike back, and I forgot to close the back door. So I literally just back door wide open, like my dad's bike basically in the middle of the garage, and my bike all sloppily put away. So I wake up the next morning to my name being screamed, "Get down here!" All of this. Like, then they said, "Where'd you go last night?" I was like, "I didn't go anywhere." They're like, "Yes, you did. We know you did." I was like, "No, I didn't." They're like, "The back door was like wide open. And we know you went. Ooh, excuse me. We know you went somewheres." I was like, I didn't. I really didn't." And I just kept trying to be persistent with it until I finally pried it out. But I didn't give them the full story at first. I didn't give them. I never really did give them the full story. They have no idea what happened. But all I did was um I just said, all right, fine. I went on a bike ride for a little bit. I just rode around. They were like, no, you didn't. Like, we know you did more than just that. I was like, no, no. And they just kept. I knew the only way that to like get out of it was just to tell them what happened. So I just said, all right, fine. I went. I went to the park for a little bit with a few of my friends, and then and then I just got yelled at for another like hour, 2 hours. It was yeah, and then week later, I I got arrested. So if you want to see that story, it's on my channel. It's the video right before this one. Probably I've been trying to get it to upload for like since last night. This shit is not working. So it might be the video after this, but anyways. Alright, thanks for watching. Let me know let me know like what stories I should tell next. If I've done it, I'll tell it. And if you made it this far, just like, subscribe, all that. Alright. Peace.